Coffee's not hitting today. I've been a little bit on a struggle bus lately with the kids. That's harder than it looks. When people tell you that, you just want to slap them over the face like, okay. Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of in the thick of it. Old-fashioned, like vintage bike. Yes, I just did my lips for the video, but you know what? We want to look good. We want to look great. He's allowed to play with it. You've already played with it. Good morning, guys. What is up? It is Sabrina. Welcome back to another video on my channel. Today is going to be a vlog, a day in my life as a mom with two toddlers. If you can hear them, they're definitely around. I have an almost 3-year-old and a 1-year-old. So apparently when your kid reaches 1, they're officially a toddler. Although my son is not walking yet, so I don't really feel like he's a toddler until he starts walking. But anyways, we're gonna roll with it. He's a toddler. That's how it feels anyways, because we've definitely entered the desire, attitude, discipline phase with him. It's a whole thing. I'm gonna be taking you guys with me on a realistic day as a mom here at home. I was about to go to the gym and I realized my kids are kind of sick. They've got a little bit of a runny nose. They're not feeling the best. So I didn't want to risk other kids getting sick. That means we're gonna be home for a majority of the day. I'm planning to do a home workout here in a little bit and share that with you guys. Coffee's not hitting today. I don't know what I did to this. It's just not the same. I'm gonna be so for real with you guys. My first child, my daughter here, she was a very easy, simple child. I've been a little bit on a struggle bus lately with the kids and mainly with just my son, which I'll share more about later. But anyways, it's gonna be a realistic day. What I wanna do in this video is just show you guys a realistic side of motherhood that's also encouraging. I know I love watching videos where other moms are going through similar things that I am. It's not only entertaining, but it also just kind of encourages me. I don't know. My son's on this like little bumblebee thing here that we have, and he literally just rolls around the house in that, and it's so funny. My daughter loved it when she got it for Chris. I think she was 2 years old when she got it. And then my son now loves it, and he is 1. So it's the cutest thing in the world to see them on that. We've already eaten breakfast and we've had our coffee. I need to clean up that kitchen, but first I want to get a workout in because I know if I'm not going to work out right now, I'm probably not going to do it later. Probably just do a bunch of body weight exercises for now. I'm going to focus on legs and glutes. Well, do I want to do legs and glutes? Because if I go to the gym tomorrow morning, then I'm going to want to have saved my muscles. Okay guys, I'm in my workout fit for the day. This Amazon cropped tank and then these Target shorts that I love, and this is basically what I work out in most of the time. That's harder than it looks. Wow. Let's go diaper change. So we used to change his diaper up on this changing table here that we had, but then he outgrew it. So we moved on to doing it onto the bed. And I know it's kind of risky doing it on a white bedspread, but we do have this like movable mat thing that we use here. So that's currently the diaper situation. We still have to put up shelving for all the bedding that's just strewn around here. Currently, we got a lot of projects piled up, but we're getting there. That is done, dealt with. That was a lethal diaper. When I had my son, someone told me that boys eat so much more than girls, and I was like, I mean, how much more can they eat? But girl, so far my son eats like none other. He eats like a literal full-grown child. He eats like crazy. Anyways, but that results in a lot of poop. So I probably change his dirty diaper like 3 times a day. Like there's levels to the dirty diapers, you know? I ain't gonna get into all the descriptions, but if you're a parent, you know exactly what I'm talking about. There's the okay ones, and then there's the absolutely what did you eat, massacre, apocalyptic, radioactive. We have reached the portion of the morning where I have to clean up everything now, and I just wanted to show you. My kitchen sink literally never looks like this. Like ever, never. Not a thing that happens in my house. But we had guests over last night. Literally some of my favorite people in the world. It was so much fun. It was also like last minute, so I didn't like have the dishwasher empty when they came. We filled up the sink, and these are all clean, need to be taken out. There's just a lot of mess from hosting that I need to pick up on. So we're gonna do that this morning. Usually my kids are, as you can hear, right underfoot. They kind of like to join me in the kitchen. Let's get on to this cleaning montage because we got a lot to do, and nothing stresses me out more than a dirty house. I'll tell you that. We have a very whiny baby. It is currently 11:16, so I still have like 40 minutes before it's lunchtime, but I'm gonna start making it now because the kids are starting to get just like antsy. They're not really feeling their best. I'm just gonna make some simple ground beef patty thing and just toss it on a skillet. So to keep my son happy and pacified while I'm working on the food, I'm going to just give him a pickle. I will tell you guys a few tips that have helped me. As far as my eldest toddler goes, I find that obviously she understands way more, so we've been training her for years now. Like, she definitely is a well-behaved child most of the time. For the most part, she listens to us, but what I find is that if I go slack on my discipline with her, she becomes completely unmanageable. Like, I'm telling you guys, for us, like, one of the biggest things, and this is something hopefully I can encourage you guys with, is that when you tell your child to do something the first time, you have to follow through with it. Like, you can't just repeat yourself a million times, like, clean up the toys, mommy said clean up, why aren't you cleaning up? That's training your kid that they don't actually have to listen to you the first time. They can listen to you the third or fourth time, or whenever you explode in anger. It should be that the minute you say something and your child hears you and disobeys, you deal with it. There has to be consequences, discipline, training, whatever that looks like. Different things for every family and every kid too, because every kid's different. I would just say my best tip is to really stay on top of training the older kids and making sure that when you say something the first time, you follow through with consequences if they disobey. Your kids will just know that they can't push you and they shouldn't push you. Let's add an egg. I'm kind of just pulling this recipe from my brain based on recipes I've done similarly in the past, so we'll see what it turns out like. I like to make most meals all from scratch. What's another tip that I have? Some things I've been working. What's other things that have been working for me? Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of in the thick of it. I guess just also putting my kids down for naps together, which you'll see me doing a little bit here. When you're with your kids from morning to night, you don't have time to like decompress. When I put my kids down together for a nap, it just gives me a moment of disconnection from being needed or having to watch the kids or raise or whatever, all the stuff. I usually use that time to work because I genuinely enjoy working and I love writing and editing videos and stuff. But if I don't do that, I will just read a book or something, you know, or work on a project that's hard to do with the kids around. My main point there is just having some time to myself. I understand not all kids will nap together. We literally go through rhythms where they nap beautifully together for 2 to 3 hours. And then other times when they nap for like 30 minutes each, or they don't want to nap together or whatever for like days and weeks on end. Yeah, go bring the scone here and you can watch Mama better. Oh, that's a lot. Well, okay. This is like the cutest paprika container. Is it too much salt? I fed my sourdough starter this morning. Growing, it's getting bubbly in there. Planning to start a loaf later this afternoon. Yeah? Hey. No, you kiddos don't need to do that. Give him one. Hey, no more whining. Okay guys, so we are currently outside and it's very, very sunny. It's 41 degrees, which sounds really cold, but honestly, because it's been like literally 6 degrees, 20 lately, this feels really good. I bundled up the kids. I have this like snowsuit that I put my youngest in, and the hands are covered and the feet so that you don't have to worry about them getting cold or anything. I can always undo it and then his hands can go free in there. That's really convenient for him. And then for her, she just has her jacket and some boots. Do you want to go on your bike? Yeah, I want to go on my bike. Okay, let's go on your bike. Woo. Something really exciting I wanted to share with you guys is obviously my daughter is turning 3 really soon, so we decided to look for a bike for her to start learning how to ride a bike, and Glerc bikes reached out to us and sent us this bike here. This isn't sponsored, but I thought I would just show you what the bike looks like. Peach, old-fashioned like vintage bike. I really like how it looks. They sent a matching helmet, which I thought was so cute. Comes with a basket in the front, which you can attach or detach with these. Right there, a little bell, which I thought was adorable. It comes with training wheels so they can learn how to ride on this bike, and then eventually you can remove them when they have the skills needed to ride it independently. I do like how it's all made of metal. It's just really high quality. It feels really durable. Springs on the seat is really nice and sturdy as well. Just the color of the seat and the handles, everything about it. I'm literally obsessed with this bike. Let's put your helmet on first, okay? You got this. Put your foot on this one. You got it. Mama's gonna help you. The tire's gonna go back. I think this is like the second time she's ever ridden this bike, so she's still trying to get the hang of it. Okay, you wanna pedal? Let's do it. Okay. And then you push. Yep, push down. Push with this one. Now push with that. Push. If you guys are interested, go ahead and check out Glerc bikes online. I'll leave a link down below with a little discount code. As you see, it comes with bright reflectors in the front and in the back. It's also very easy to assemble. It's made of this very sturdy steel. I'm just like really pleased and surprised with the quality of the bike. Like, it's genuinely such a quality built bike. I didn't expect to find that in a kid bike, so I'm really pleased with that, because as we all know, kids are very rough on their toys. It'll last the test of time. Oh, you did it. You got out all by yourself. Definitely still getting the hang of the whole pedaling thing. They do have other color options as well if you guys are not into this, but I really do like this peach color. I think it's very classy. We're just gonna chill outside a little longer, just get some fresh air before I could put the kids down, because I do think it will help them sleep longer and better. I'm just in my shorts and my Pumas, you know.
Officer, I got one question for you. What are those?
Whoa, again? Whoa. Yep. Good job. Okay, it is currently 1:25, almost 1:30. I just got both kids down for their naps, turned on their sound machines, because yes, we use sound machines now. Never had to before, but I recently was just like, you know what? It helps. I don't care. We're using them. End of story. There's always a kid God gives you that humbles you as a parent, and that is definitely my second to me. There's so many things that I'm just like, okay, next time you better just have an open mind towards this, because you don't know what God's gonna give you, okay? Now that they're to bed, the house is clean. I always make sure to clean up the house before I put them down for naps. So I have my toddler pick up all her toys, and I try to like start a load of wash. It was a major fiasco putting the kids to bed. My son had a really runny nose. He was just not feeling really well. Anyways, I really hope they can get a good nap, because today is actually my mom's birthday and we are going to dinner. And then afterward, my mom and I are gonna go shopping and watch a movie. So I'm really excited for that, but that's gonna happen later today. So hopefully they can get a good nap so they're really energized and in a good mood for dinner. Anyways, I just wanted to take a quick second here to just encourage mothers out there who are also struggling in this similar way that I am. Like I've been mentioning throughout this video, my second has been a very different experience from my first. The AC just turned on, not the AC, the heat. Let me go turn it off really quick. Well, turned it off, but been running for a few minutes now, so who knows. Anyways, I was just so more nonchalant about things, I think, with my first, because the experience was so much smoother with everything. She was just honestly a very easy to please child and didn't really whine. Very different from my second. And so there were so many days where I just like wanted to enjoy motherhood, genuinely wanted to, but felt like I couldn't because there was just constant whining. If you have a child like this, like, you know exactly what I'm talking about. The exhaustion, the mental toll it takes on you to listen to whining all day long. Like, no matter what you do, nothing pleases this kid. I have two pieces of advice. First of all, remember that these days are not for forever, and don't like get caught up in thinking this is the rest of your life, because it's not. I know it seems that way when you have young little children, but it's really not. And so keep your eyes on the future prize. And then also with that, I would say try to enjoy these moments. I know that sounds crazy on these crazy days, okay? Try your best to relish the little moments that you can with your children, because they are so little for so long. So they're only so little for so little. they're only little they're only little once. You get what I'm trying to say, hopefully. They're not gonna be this age forever. And so I really encourage you guys to like try and muster up some enjoyment in your children. I know when you're in the trenches, it is like the last thing you feel like doing. And also when people tell you that, you just wanna slap them over the face like, okay, I've totally been there in the newborn phases, in the 5-month stage, in the 1-year stage. Like I said, it's been a year. What were they saying? So anyways, try your best to remember that this time isn't forever. Encourage yourself with that, but also use that as a way to really enjoy the moment you're in. And then the second piece of advice that I would give you is to just surround yourself with people who encourage you in your motherhood. There's some friends in my life that I have been so encouraged by because they are literally like, you know what? There are so many moments of this that absolutely suck. And I feel like I want to pull my hair out. Maybe their kids are older and they say like, we've totally been there. We know exactly what you mean. Kids can really piss you off sometimes. There's definitely those moments. And so what has really encouraged me is just being around these people who acknowledge it, and they're not like putting on this facade, but they're also not just sitting there only negative about kids. They actually like, this is so worth it. This is so beautiful. It may not seem like it every single moment, but it is. Just give it time. Just enjoy what you do. There's going to be hard days. There's going to be really good days. The highs and the lows are going to be there. And so I've just really found that surrounding myself with people who encourage me in that laugh with me in the pain that can sometimes be the truth of motherhood, but then also just like continue walking alongside me with. Anyways, another thing I was just saying is getting out of the house, which has been so hard in January because we had that snowstorm come in, but just getting out of the house and getting away from the familiar routine and environment you're in can help so much, which is why I mourn that I couldn't go to the gym today, because the gym is literally my way of just breaking up routine, getting out of the house. The kids see a new environment, new people. I see a new environment, new people. I get to just clock out for a little bit and work on my physical health. Once the weather starts warming up, we're gonna be at parks a lot more, which I'm really excited about. But anyways, the mom struggle is real, and it only gets more intensified the more children you have, the younger they are, whatever. But I would just encourage you by saying this is absolutely worth it. I'm not out on the other side yet, but I have seen so many people who absolutely are so thankful they put up with all the things their kids put them through. It's really hard because some days you're literally sitting here like, I'm trying so hard to keep myself under control and to serve these people and to glorify the Lord. All I get is fussiness. All I get is attitudes and unthankfulness and ungratefulness. And it's just really in those days, you have to just push through, try and keep your eyes on the prize and don't give up. The good moments that my husband and I have experienced with our kids has just been literally a taste of heaven, of how it must be to be in heaven with the Lord and his people. And so that is what I remind myself, like this family right here, this little unit that we're building, this life that we're working on, this is a little taste of heaven. This is what it's going to be like to be so loved and understood and connected with all of these people in heaven as one big family. So anyways, I just wanted to share that with you because today has really been a roller coaster. I will say I do not film my worst moments. I only turn on the camera when the kids are happy and in a good mood and playing with toys. You guys don't see that part and you don't see my kids, which is totally okay not to, because I don't need to share all that with you. I can just tell you the truth and the encouragement that I've learned through it. Anyways, let's get to some editing. I am going to edit some of this video, probably work on my writing project, all the things. The sun gave me life, just being outside for just like half an hour. Actually, we were outside for like 40 minutes, I would say. Anyways, it felt really good. All right, guys, so the kids just woke up from their nap. It is 4 o'clock. They literally napped for about 2.5 hours, which is really good. I'm really happy. Working on some sourdough bread here, which we're gonna add some salt to. Just let that chill. I will tell you guys a little bit of the nap schedule that we have. Basically, I put the kids down to bed, usually always at 1 o'clock together, and they nap for a couple of hours. Lately, they've been napping so long, which has been amazing. I put them down with sound machines and it makes everything go so much smoother. My daughter, who's almost 3, can go an entire day without napping like she did yesterday, but it's not ideal and we definitely don't like to do that often. At this age, my daughter was still napping like 2 times a day, and my son has only been down to 1 nap for a couple of months now. So whatever, it is what it is, honest. Whatever, I don't even care. I would rather him get 1 very long solid nap with her than have like 2 or 3 separate ones. 1 o'clock is our just golden time for napping, and it gives you plenty of time to do stuff in the morning if you want some activities or to hang out with people. We're not making any dinner because obviously we're going to the restaurant, so that's a little nice change, a little something I don't have to worry about.